West. That should be me that's pegging Kanye West, not an undocumented Latino man.
My message to you tonight comes from a humble place. The left told me to hate Trump, and even worse, to hate the other side, the people who support him. When you cut through the lies, you realize the truth. American families were better when Donald Trump was president.
Finger in the booty ass bitch. I'm gonna quote tweet this.
We were safer, wealthier, and stronger. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote to put money back in our pockets and good food on our kids' plates. Yes. Or, as Trump would say, it's a vote to make America great again. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy.
Net worth 12 million. This bitch is crazy.
Please welcome Latino American Linda Fornos.
So,
Who's that?
listening to the speakers.
Please
this is
welcome
gonna go on
Latino American.
11 o'clock.
We got all of our minorities here. That's awesome. Listen, we had a black woman. We're going to have a Latino American now. We got them all. It's like Pokemon.
Moment tonight. This is what Donald Trump does best. He's the producer in chief. Him walking out, Lee Greenwood playing. And then first you're hearing from an everyday American talking, but then a social media influencer with 23 million followers who young people are looking at, and young voters are up for grabs.
No, absolutely no. You guys are so f***ing stupid, CNN. Zero young people are like, oh, what's Amber Rose up to? Get the f*** out of here, dude. Yo, these people are so dumb. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. No young person is like, this is the first time Amber Rose has been relevant since like 2016 when she, openly admitted she stuck her finger in Kanye West's butthole and then did the slut walk thing. Okay. That's so stupid, bro. That's so dumb.
You can be heard in the hall, but you're in somebody's living room. She understood that.
By the way, but Vandro's being like, oh, Amber Rose is, a young woman of color. It's like, bro, that's not what Amber Rose is, there to do. Okay. You are just like leaning into the PR that the Republican Party is trying to do. She is a famous person with a net worth of $12 million who has dated like unimaginably famous and successful and wealthy people. Get the out of here, dude. You're talking about her like, she's like an accountant in a firm or something. Like, yeah, she's just a regular black woman speaking here.
If they have a good digital
she is
operation.
a clout-obsessed, failing social media influencer, desperately trying to maintain relevance.
As someone, I can't remember who, was saying earlier, anybody, even if you're not somebody who supports him, you can still see him in this moment and feel grateful that he was not killed on Saturday. So it's a
like, why would anybody feel grateful
seeing
seeing Donald Trump if they're not a fan of Donald Trump? Like, I want someone to explain this to me. Like, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, it's just like why? Why should anybody feel that way? Yeah, the only thing I'm grateful for is that if he got killed, it would be bedlam, it would be chaos, it would be violence in the streets because of the rabid base of support that he has. The only thing I'm happy about is the fact that a more competent Republican would ride the wave of martyrdom for Donald Trump in the immediate aftermath and would probably be a more efficient legislator on top of everything else.
Brotherhood of Teamsters.
Anyway, here's Sean O'Brien. Goddamn Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle looking mother. Can't believe him doing this. This is so f***ed up.
First,
you know who he is, right?
I want to thank the hardworking Teamsters and union members here in Milwaukee who play vital roles in the building and operations of this convention. I also want to thank President Donald Trump for opening the RNC's doors to the Teamsters Union and inviting me to speak before you tonight.
You do not care about labor.
This country and meet with my members every week. You know what I see? An American worker being taken for granted. Workers being sold out to big banks, big tech, corporates, and the elite. And I'm not the only one who sees this.
Donald Trump's vice presidential pick is specifically for big bank and big tech. Elon Musk said he's donating $75 million every month to Donald Trump's PAC, $45 million.
Working people have no chance of winning this fight. Today, the Teamsters are here to say we are not beholden to anyone or any party. We will create an agenda and work with a bipartisan coalition ready to accomplish something real for the American worker. And
what
I don't
are
care
you
about
saying, bro?
It's an honor to be the first Teamster in our 121-year history to address the Republican National Convention.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
thanks the RNC and the DNC for the opportunity to speak. To be frank, when President Trump invited me to speak at this convention, there was political unrest on the left and on the right. Hard to believe. Anti-union groups demanded the president rescind his invitation. The left called me a traitor.
Because you are. You're a idiot. That is an entire room full of people that would kill you if given the opportunity.
Why
You
it's
dumbass.
today.
Oh my God.
Think about this. The Teamsters are doing something correct. If the extremes in both parties think I shouldn't be on this stage.
You are literally a labor leader. You are
President
a labor
Trump
leader. When they mean extremes on both parties, they mean you. You dumbass, you
And that's
stupid bald
unprecedented.
monkey. Oh my God.
In the past, the Teamsters have endorsed GOP candidates, including Nixon, Reagan, and George H.W.
Reagan.
Bush. But over the last 40 years,
Bro just presenting his L's from the worst era.
strong relationships with organized labor. There are some in the party who stand in active opposition to labor unions.
Just so you
This-
understand, this guy's entire shtick was supposed to be that, like, it's a different Teamsters now. It is not the old Teamsters. Alongside with the UAW, like, there was reform happening in
Teamsters
both of
are
these
not
unions.
interested.
I guess not.
Are only when Americans band together in democratic unions that we win real improvements on wages, benefits,
Trump's not
and
very-
working conditions.
Wait a minute.
Companies like
I'm big
Amazon
business.
are bigger than most national economies. Amazon is valued over $2 trillion. That makes it the 14th largest economy
They stopped
in the
clapping when he
world.
started talking about
What
workers'
is
wages,
sickening
dude.
is banning
Read the room, you
any
stupid
national
bald.
le- I think we can all agree D.C. is a pretty treacherous area. Most legislation is never meant to go anywhere, and it's all talk. And in America, talk isn't cheap. It's very expensive, and it comes at the cost of our own country.
Guys, Sean O'Brien is a MAGA communist. Sean
The
O'Brien
elites
is
are
a
not
Jackson Hinkledink fan.
Workers, since the end of the pandemic, when was the last time you heard major news outlets regularly refer to workers as essential? You haven't. The men and women who provide goods and services, deliver packages, stock grocery shelves, care for patients, pick up your trash, and keep our communities safe are taken for granted.
Our
All
brothers
the
and sisters
while,
and our local
the stock
Teamsters that are
market
watching this in
boomed,
horror.
housing prices
I don't think the
hit
rank and
record
file
highs,
is gonna
and
appreciate
corporate
this.
salaries skyrocket.
Like, the Teamsters
But the
have a lot of
income
right wingers in them, but
everyday
like there's
American
definitely a ton of
in the
leftists in the
face
Teamsters, of
inflation.
course. The
But
democracy reform movement worked with Sean O'Brien to pass some really good reforms in the union, and it's continued to grow.
We
I don't see him
need
going anywhere though. They've won a
trade
lot of good
policies
contracts.
that
Yeah,
put
they-
American
he's-
workers
he
first.
fights like hell for sure.
We need legal protections that make it safer for workers to get a
He's
contract.
like, that's why Trump
we
is-
must stop corporations.
He's gonna push
from
for the
abandoning
PRO Act.
Local communities to inflict
Trump is gonna
meaningful-
institute card check
Today, corporate vultures buy up
alongside
companies,
JD.
yellow
Yes,
freight.
dude.
Companies fire workers who try to join unions and hide behind toothless laws that are meant to protect working people but are manipulated to benefit corporations. This
He's not
is
endorsing them, dude.
economic
He's speaking at the RNC
terrorism
and not
its
speaking at the
best. An
DNC.
individual cannot
Are you
withstand
insane?
Such an assault.
He also
A fired
refused to
worker
endorse
cannot
Biden, which is
afford
fine.
corporate
But
delays.
like, if you go and
These
speak at the
greedy
RNC, you're
employers
functionally
know
saying, you
there
know,
are
Trump
no
might be my guy.
consequences for the company, only the worker. Something is wrong in this country, and we need to say it out loud. I will always speak for America and the American worker, both union and non-union.
I thought he would have said like immigrant labor is like hurting unions or
Each and every
something.
one of you, and especially my friends on the Democratic side, cooperation.
Yeah, he's salting the RNC.
To achieve meaningful and productive change, to ensure we make this great nation in this world the bigger, faster, and strongest nation in the entire world.
This makes me so sad.
You'll find me back
because
in
like I don't
Boston.
give a about the Democratic Party, but I do care about
Equipment
him.
for
I do care about
Shaughnessy
one of the
because I
largest
have
labor
the
unions in North
protection
America.
Of
Like,
a union contract that
makes
gives
this actually
me
is very
the freedom
depressing.
to speak my mind and to fight like hell. God bless the greatest nation. Thank you very much.
when the brown sheds blow my brains
the
across my dashboard, I will be smiling. when the anti-labor Gestapo come knocking down my doors and start killing rank and file of Teamsters.